Okay, the way you do faunal analysis is by direct comparison of the archaeological remains with known specimens that are curated in a museum. There's no way to just do it from your head. You have to have a direct comparison to work with. So faunal analysts work with these libraries of bones of all the specimens, because sometimes they're extremely minute. Now, for example, here are the bones of a little vole, which is actually smaller than a mouse, and every little rodent is actually shaped differently. So here's his lower jaw.
Wow.
I know exactly what the teeth are like, and no other rodent has the same structure. So that's why we have to work with museum specimens. These are specimens of a sea otter from the coast.
Nice.
These are the ribs, the pelvic bone, the sacrum. And this is interesting. This is one of his teeth. And sea otters have very distinctive teeth because they don't have pointy teeth, because they don't cut. They have crushers. So I call them popcorn teeth. And so they have this round structure. They're just meant to crush their food. Other marine mammals. This is the back of the head of one of our little fur seals that we find out on the coast. But we have several different pinnipeds out there. We've got the sea lion, we've got a northern fur seal, a southern fur seal, and the harbor seal. They're all different. Every little nook and cranny is different. And that's how you compare that with known specimens. This is an unusual one. We find a great deal of fish. Now, this is the kind of a vertebrae that a shark has.
Mm.
This is from a leopard shark, the kind that if you go to the museum you can pet in the water tank. This is his vertebrae. Sometimes you find the really large animals. This is the kneecap, the patella of an elk.
Wow.
And it's shaped exactly like a deer because, of course, an elk is very deer-like. But you can see that this is something else we deal with in zooarchaeology. See the sharpness of that cut?
Yeah.
That was machine cut.
Wow.
Or with a blade. That's not done with a stone tool.
Uh-huh.
Wanted to show you this. This is a large limb bone of a deer, probably a femur, and this is another aspect of faunal analysis. It's been gnawed by rodents. You can see all that. Now, very often, what we have to distinguish is between a rodent gnawing and a stone cut, because there's a lot of similarity there, but we could tell that this is definitely a rodent. From the historic part of Newbury Park, one tooth from one of our big cows. That's
huge.
Yeah. Oh, and then also in zooarchaeology, we deal with the artifacts, the tools and so on that have been made from bone. Here are some lovely awls or hairpins that were made from deer bone right here in Newbury Park.
Mm.
Look at the sharpness of that point. That would be a wonderful tool. This one has been burnt. Very often the burning makes the bone even harder, and it makes it a more workable tool. The same could be said, this is the tine of an antler, a deer's antler. It has also been burnt. You can see the black on the inside. This is actually a tool. They use the tines to puncture and so on as a working tool. Here we have the tibia of our little southern fur seal. This is the sort of thing that we find frequently on the coast.